from me nor from Georgiades next to me. Nice strokes. First that stun run through, now a stun draw.
Yeah, he played the 4 nice, because if he followed it, he would have been leading towards that long rail.
Can he get deep enough into the corner, in between the 8 and 9? Yeah, he can. Needs an angle on the 7 though. Perfect. Wow.
It's a good start.
It's a good start.
Perfect speed control.
Yeah, once you get to the quarterfinals, you have played so much pool. All these players in dead stroke. And sure, there's mental fatigue, but there's also adrenaline that'll help you to overcome that.
Well, these guys have had a reasonable amount of rest as well, compared to a couple other players who have to pretty much go straight into it as well.
Dry break by Wang. And a clinical run out by Wu Kunlin. If he pots this. Nice out.
Nice confident shooting.
Yeah, pretty long backswing.
Thank you.
Good. Yeah, a little like Zielinski, although Zielinski is more dynamic. Very dynamic warm-up strokes.
So, you had a pick earlier. He's gone. Do we have a pick now from this last 8?
Yeah, Albin for me, even though he's now falling behind 1-0 against a difficult opponent, Sufi, the Syrian, because he's a potter and he plays fast and he's unpredictable and he doesn't have real tight cue ball control. That's a difficult person to play against.
But he's very fearless.
Yeah, but then again, the importance of this quarterfinal is so big that it's easier to stay disciplined, to stay within the game.
Let's see how Wu is breaking, because he's slightly in off that line as well. Let's see if he's drawing or if he's applying some spin.
Ooh, very thin.
He's going to get away with making the 1.
Yeah, a little flick of the hand, sorry. A miss-hit and getting away with it.
He's got a reasonable chop on this 2 ball as well.
You think?
Reasonable. I think the shape on 3s is quite awkward, because that 5 is such a large ball. If he does play a couple times across. That's a lovely bank shot.
Yeah, lovely bank shot. And now in prime position. More room around the balls than in Rec 1. Coming from a bad break, a miss-hit on the break. But you have to maximize your luck and minimize the bad rolls. But you cannot minimize the bad rolls, so you just have to maximize your luck.
It would be nice if we could.
I think he can just about hold it straight enough on the 5.
A little bit of siding under the left eye there.
I just had a little talk with Dennis Grape, who just lost his match against FSR. Shot clock, 30 seconds. He said it's tough. It's tough. It's a big difference 35 or 30 seconds.
Big difference. Pressure. All of the above. It's not easy. It's a reasonably long bridge as well. Would you say?
Yeah. Yeah, they always teach to be as level as you can. This is quite a bit of elevation. If you look at Ronnie O'Sullivan in snooker, he plays pretty elevated.
A little bit, yeah. I think
But probably also Woo Koon Lin, as soon as he'll roll a ball, we'll watch later in the match. I'm sure he'll make sure to be level.
with also being elevated, do you feel like you have to drop your elbow a little bit more to get your cue on playing a little bit?
That's what some players do.
Yeah, I feel like Wu does that a little bit.
Oh, a little bit, yeah.
Yeah, as you could probably see there.
Yeah, so then it's possible he'll be elevated on a top spin shot and come through the ball level.
It's a pretty strong start. Nice little bank as well after getting a little bit fortunate to making that one. But good control in terms of landing on that 3 as well. But he did catch that break quite thin before, didn't he?
Foul stroke.
Alban Ocean's scratch on the break,
Ball in net.
hitting the low side of the 9. Now what I noticed with FSR a couple of times, where he hit the 9 on the low side, but then you could actually see the backspin on the ball pull the cue ball back to middle table.
Yeah, he's definitely getting the most action out of that cue ball. Where that one from Alban kind of just kissed and then went forward.
0 in favor of Mr. Wu. Mr. Wu to break.
In the back, Wang in his chair. I must say, Wang is looking a little tired. I do feel like you can see that he went through a marathon already today, 11:10 against Shane van Boning.
That's a bit like FSR's break with the cue ball.
Thinner and more pull on the cue ball. Oh no, you're right. Yeah, just a hair thinner. It's cuttable. And his gesture tells us that he has a line to play with high left, short rail, long rail on the left, and then underneath the 9 into the short rail.
Would you ever be tempted to leave the white behind the 4?
Well, never say never. I could also clip the 2 towards the 4.
Looks like he's going to be aggressive.
Yeah. The thing is, these guys have played so much.
That's a beautiful shot.
Beautiful shot. They've played much. They're in dead stroke.
Definitely.
And they feel the tables. Maybe, 8-8, 9-9, they would pass up, but he recognized that it was an open line. And if you see there's a natural open passage for the cue ball, all you need to do from there is make the ball with that specific tip position.
It's beautiful. Are we swinging this around the rails here?
I would think he can draw back. If he draws,
in between the 6 and 5?
He would go straight towards the 4, I think. Forward is fine. Forward is better. He'll come in straighter on the 4.
He's going to miss the 5. Big ball.
If he doesn't hit the 5.
Wouldn't be surprised if he even banks this one if he doesn't chop it in.
Let's see what he lines up for. This is a bank, straight back to his left, with a tendency to miss short. Shot.
Yeah, he's definitely taking it on. I love it.
Yeah, good stroke. commit. Most banks you play at pace. And so he did.
Nice angle to just to slide up the long rail here for the 7 in the opposite pocket. It's a little bit of elevation, isn't there?
A lot. Nice speed. Very important, making a good start always, obviously, but especially with the second match on one day. That allows him to pick it up where he has left off. Where Wang still needs to make a start in this match.
Well, he hasn't really touched the table yet. He's only had a break, hasn't he? Very strong start.
Thank you.
Couple of nice opening balls in terms of cutting that ball in and also banking that one was nice.
Yeah, lost shape. Good straight back to play himself back in position. Survived the scare yesterday also. His last round to get to the last 16.
So it looks like he seems to be drawing that cue ball. Bit like FSR compared to that first one that he tried.
Rack number 4. Our current score is 3-0 in favor of Mr. Wu.
Let's see if he can
Mr.
maximize this
Wu
early
to
run.
break.
Well, it works. I don't know if that's the plan, as thin as he hit it. But he just sunk 3 balls with an open shot on the 2.
Good shape as well. Got enough angle where he can come off the long round, get good shape for that 5. And the 5 passes quite clear as well.
Yeah, and it's necessary to get good shape, to get at least on the right side of the 5. Because that 7 on the right of the 5 makes things hard if he falls short now.
Maybe just okay. Maybe. Or you might have to maybe juice this one up a little bit.
Well, I hope for him he has enough. He's on the wrong side, so I hope he has enough angle where he can draw into the long rail on the right.
Extension, please.
Or potentially even follow forward and pick the gap in between the 8 and the long rail.
Oh yeah, if he has that, he'll play that. Now, that would be interesting if he's going to play topspin. So what does that mean for his setup?
Well, this is definitely follow.
Well, he needs to come up with his tip.
It's a fortunate kiss.
A love bump. Like you said before, James, he was addressing low, and then by dropping his elbow, he made the tip come up during the stroke. It's not how you would teach someone, but it's also not about being a robot. It's about consistency and about confidence.
Would you have played short side and just played the 6 long instead of trying to pick the gap in between the 6 and 8?
Well, instinctively I would like to play the 6 down table. So
In the same pocket?
in the
Yeah.
same like he did, if it's there. You know, it's one of those things that players instinctively will want to play the ball in the pocket that's closest. And on most occasions, that's a smart choice, but sometimes you sort of overdo it. You force the issue trying to get on the top side. Or on, yeah, trying to get on the top side.
It's a very strong start. Very strong.
A good player with some running. Right? He hit the break thin. Lost the cue ball, got bounced back in position, had shape. Good shape with only 6 balls to play.
And then a little kiss on the, or love kiss, I should say, on the 8 to play the 6 in the same pocket as the 5.
I'm watching Wong in his chair. I'm trying to get a sense of how his mindset is.
Well, he's only had 1 break. And a
Round number
lag, if
5.
you count the lag as well.
Our current score is 4.
Yeah, so
Zero
he
in
wouldn't be.
favor of Mr.
You're not
Wu.
going to be frustrated
Mr. Wu to break.
having had no table time. But how is his energy?
Well, let's see if he catches this one a hair thicker. Or if the white's still going to go down table.
Thin again.
And good shape.
It works. Open shot on the 2.
With a good connector for the 3 as well.
Yeah, and then the type of shot, if you're a little bit insecure on that 2 ball, you could think, okay, if I hit it soft, it'll open up the pocket. But that mindset also leads to negativity. It can, where you hit the ball poor.
Like a deceleration a little bit as well.
It leads you to think that you should hit the ball good enough instead of clean and pure. Yeah, I like that.
What
Now,
about this 6 ball?
it's a carom. If the 6 doesn't go,
try and land down the bottom.
well, it's also a combination, but it's an easier carom. Basically, to see if there's a carom, if you would put a ball frozen to the 6 and see where it touches the 9, then you can see that later with the cue ball on the short rail, if you hit the 6 as thin as you can, that you're always going to hit the 9 in the right spot. Keep a little angle. Come 1 ball to the side, to the left from here.
So you're trying to land like 1 diamond away from the short rail?
No,
Or
no, on the short rail even.
even on the short rail?
Yeah. Basically, if it's dead, the more frontal I can hit that 6, the easier it becomes. So from the middle of the short rail would be fine.
Extension, please.
Yeah, and then
Looks good.
maybe you'll check it. You can still manipulate that 9 ball a little bit with left or right spin.
Looks pretty good to me.
Yeah, if he would miss it, he could miss it on the short rail. So maybe a bit of right spin.
It's a strong start.
Strong start. Who could have thought? 5-0. Wong, for me, the revelation of the tournament.
So I was saying about the packs before, in terms of we haven't seen much of a pack. And then all of a sudden we've seen a 4-pack. Or 5 in reality if you include the run of the first break as well. Incredible.
That's it.
I think so. There's only been a lag and a break.
Yeah. No table time for the Vietnamese opponent.
No. So this is, yeah, this is the longest pack that I've seen. I'm not sure about yourself.
Sit and watch, watch and weep. It's a tough school. He's looking in that direction a lot. I just think he found a
Rack number
neutral
6.
spot
Our current score is 5-0
to
in
fix his
favor of
gaze
Mr.
on.
Wu. Mr. Wu, to break.
Yeah, because some people even just like looking at the diamond on the rail, you know, or a point or in a section. Let's see if he gets a little bit fortunate on this break or if they open up nicely.
A little bit of that FSR action hitting the low side of the 9. Cue ball a tendency to shoot forward, but then halted by the backspin.
And I reckon that 2-ball goes as well. Just more the shape that's the issue.
Yeah, it looks like it.
Can he catch enough of the 3 to bump it, or?
Well, yeah, you could go forward slowly and either you bump it thick enough or you miss it. If you hit it thin, there would be a no-no.
Is there a way that he can hit it in between the 5 and the side rail on the long rail? Like stun through the gap?
Yeah, it's on, but that's tough.
It's a tricky shot.
Yeah, then you'll track towards the 4, and I would be worried about a snooker.
Yeah, that's what I'm feeling that one. There's like a slide in between the 3 and the 5 towards the long rail. I think he's going to baby it more than power it.
Yeah, yeah.
It's not easy.
Low on the cue ball, but he'll come up when he strikes it. Okay, this is the shot that you had in mind.
Yes.
And actually leave it there or come past
Yeah,
the
I
8
was
ball.
thinking left side of the 8 ball.
Oh, okay, yeah,
Yeah.
like the, well, good shot.
Probably a little bit too speedy because I think he had to use the long rail a little bit for the 2.
Yeah. Yeah, and it's also possible that if it's a tricky angle, that the player subconsciously loses the point of aim
Yeah.
in order to get the cue ball right.
Extension, please.
Well, you got to be happy that your opening shot at the table is over the hole.
Yeah, very important shot. The first one can set the tone for the rest of the match.
Are you going to slide down the long rail here? A little bit heavy into the pocket.
Yeah, and therefore a little bit heavy close to the rail. If he plays topspin, I think he can just about get it to the short rail. 2 rails out towards the 5. Shot.
It's a nice shot, considering he's been in his chair for the whole match.
Yeah, this is a big game. You know, could easily go 5-1, 5-2, 6-2, 6-3, 6-4, 6-5. Something like that.
Sounds good.
Yeah. That's what I would say when I played. If you're behind, just to really envision a scenario.
Of-
How is it going to pan out?
Of creeping back.
Yeah, and what will I see in my opponent if I set the first steps in the right direction? Is he going to move? Is he going to sit up straight? Is he going to take his time out? And that would be the confirmation.
That you're doing your job.
Exactly, yeah.
Probably would have liked this a little bit straighter into the pocket where he could have played a stop shot.
I think he can cross over, stay close to the 8 ball for a shot in the side.
Yeah, good speed. It's also
Well,
very speed dependent, isn't it, that shot? In a way.
yeah, in a way he's a bit insecure, understandably so. He hit it a little too shy. A lot of spin, little speed. Nice.
Well, after sitting in your chair for 5 racks, you got to be happy to get that one out the way.
Yeah, not bad. And a good stroke on the 9 ball.
It was a little bit awkward with that ball hanging because there wasn't really a natural line to get good shape.
Yeah, it's always tough. Object ball close in the pocket. If you hit it like 2% too thick, it'll be 5 inches too slow.
Especially on these tables. Yeah, Mohammed on the main table, he had a good chance to go 3-3, but he just missed the 8 ball. But now it's 4-2 to Albin on the main table.
Did he have good shape?
Yeah, it was quite reasonable. Well, at least I'm getting $500.
Here, here.
Did you see much of his breaking against SVB or?
No, but I've done 2 matches on Wang. I did commentary on 2 matches. Good break, solid. I don't recollect the specifics.
Rack number 7, our current score is 5-1 in favor of Mr.
It definitely
Wu.
wasn't a weakness in
Mr.
his
Wong.
game. Actually, in the matches
break.
that we did before on him, I didn't really see any weaknesses. Okay, lucky with the 1 ball hitting the jaw, still making it to the corner pocket. Difficult to land the cue ball and nestle it up to the 5 and 6. 2 ball will be fast. Unless you play double speed.
That's nice.
Easy to hit. I like a 3/4 ball hit on the right side, killing the cue ball speed and making it drift to the right side.
And trying to send the 2 long rail back down to the short rail.
Yeah, and back to the right side again.
Mm.
Only thing, the 8 ball is a big ball.
Looks like we're going airborne. He's got a good chance to get the white behind the 4 here with a similar shot instead of kicking it.
Yeah, that.
Yeah.
A little wild, and it opens up the 2 ball. It's good for Wang, good for the match. It's our last match on table 2 in this tournament. Why not have it go all the way once again, as so many matches before. Uh-oh.
Sit down. Sit. That wouldn't have been very nice.
Now just land near the long rail on the right.
Looks like we're aiming for a 5-9 combination.
Yeah, it's coming up. And depending on the angle he gives himself on the 4, he'll hold it, kill it, come to the left of the 7. Oh, and again.
Just all right. Little bit of teasing going on here.
He would have liked to have more angle, closer to the long rail. Drift out towards the middle.
And we got some action starting on table 3 now as well. Nils versus Mario.
Extension, please.
Extension called, another 30 seconds for a Wang.
Didn't quite get through that one.
No, it's the 5 consecutive racks for Wu Kun Lin, and I feel a little bit of fatigue. I'm not saying I'm right, but I have the impression that he's feeling it.
Oh, 8-ball going to give me some love.
Well, better than nothing.
There's always,
Wukong Lin still needs to come with it.
yeah, there's always going to be some fatigue, that's for sure. These are long races, and with this new braking format, it's very, very mentally draining.
Oh, yeah.
Attention, please.
And maybe one person struggles more with jet lag and time difference than the other. They're both players have about a 6-7 hour time difference with home.
Just let the cue ball get away a little bit there.
Yeah.
See, I was thinking because he digs down on it a little bit, I was thinking he was going to crash into him, just because of the way he was digging down at it. But then
Yeah.
I forgot for a second that that's when he
Maybe
kind
does
of,
something else.
yeah.
He does a Bustamante.
Little bit,
Bustamante?
yeah,
Always addresses like low left and then hits it high or high right.
somewhere, yeah.
Somewhere. Open.
Little chalk slap.
Little chalk slap, but this is far from easy, especially for Wang in this state. He was firing this in the 2 matches we did commentary on before. Now it's a different time, a different place. The quarterfinals. Oh, you could see it there. You could see how he sort of defragmented during the stroke. Look how he pushes.
Kind of up and out of it a little bit.
Yeah. Technical breakdown almost. He wasn't doing that in the other matches we've seen from him. So, what does it tell us? Wukong Lin has this match won.
At this present moment.
He looks to go 6-1. Wang is not performing like he has done until now. Not anywhere near the form that made him beat Shane van Boning. And is there any doubt in the Taiwanese mindset? Six-1.
Yes, 6-1.
A misplayed safety on the 6 by Wukong Lin did not get punished. The Vietnamese fails to put any pressure on his opponent. That makes life that much easier. Wukong Lin to break. A race to 11. 5 wrecks needed. And he'll not think about getting to 11 just yet, but he will think about protecting that gap.
Do you have a pick for this table?
Head or heart?
Heart.
You look very.
Fayen?
Head?
Huh?
Mario.
Yeah.
You okay?
But it's close. And Niels is very determined, very well prepared. He has his YouTube channel, has even been saying online, I'm fully focused for the World Championships, I'm all in. It's also a nice move, like marketing-wise.
Definitely, yeah.
Because win or lose, success or failure, it's all about the process, and that's what he likes to talk about. That's what he teaches.
Well, it's always good to have a positive mindset before playing or entering into anything.
Yeah, listen. A fair assessment you make in hindsight. But beforehand, you have to believe you go to the final.
Yes, without a doubt. And, well, Neil's kind of smooth rolled his last match, where Mario had that very interesting last frame with John Morrow.
Yeah, it's interesting with Mario He. Oh, obviously, he's not the most athletic,
After we're done, you're gonna
but I rarely have had the feeling that he got fatigued.
I gotta go pack. So
Yeah.
With Mario, he always gives me the impression that the more he plays, the better he starts playing.
Loosens up a little bit.
He loosens up, yeah, but it's rare that I see him make that he gives the impression that his tank is empty.
Yeah, we had a couple good results last year. Two
Gotta pick me up
semifinals
at 7 o'clock tomorrow morning.
or one.
Difficult questions.
When he played Alban Ocean, I think it was.
Oh, in the European
European
Open, I
Open,
think
yeah.
the quarterfinal.
12:10, something like that.
Got to keep you on your toes.
We're Lehman and
Des.
Desi Bozilova talk about getting out of here.
I'm sure
Right?
they'll be fine.
The viewers back home hear this as well, I think.
Yeah.
What time is your flight?
Might have to speak to John about catching a taxi. My flight's at 3:45, and we got a shuttle bus in the morning at 8.
Nice.
But I think 8's a little bit too early.
And Warsaw.
Yeah, Warsaw. Yeah.
Okay. Well, Warsaw's a nice airport.
Is it?
I don't know. I would assume it's the capital of Poland. So
Yes.
if not there, then where?
Correct. Well, yeah, I don't know what I'm going to do yet. Either I might maybe catch a train a little bit later, or maybe just hang around the airport area. I don't know.
In some airports, they have these sleeping pods.
Might have to speak to John about it. He might have some ideas. Or maybe Des.
Okay, welcome back to the Koen Woon Lin show. Koen Lin Wu show, sorry. 6-1. Cruising. Look at that. Look at that. Maybe the best break of the whole day.
Yes. I really want to see a fight back.
I would like to see a fight back. Because it's drama. And because we could get to see a little bit more of Hoang, the Vietnamese player who has impressed us all so much.
He's had a great tournament up to here.
Key shot here, good angle on the 3-ball needed.
Probably wants to be a little bit more flatter on this one.
Yeah, you could tell.
With the little chalk slap again?
Well, it was visible that the topspin killed the cue ball speed coming off of the short rail. He's looking to go 3 rails, it looks like. Long slide to the short rail and leave a cut in the 4.
Yeah, just letting the cue ball fly a little bit. So this one you need more English or more cue ball strike, you know?
Yeah, a lot of spin.
A lot of spin?
Yeah, you don't need a big delivery.
He's trying to trust his touch here.
Yeah, maybe it was overdone to play it with more speed and slide off the long rail into the short rail.
Yeah, well, he's kind of babied that one in his lane just above the middle diamond. If he played it with more speed, it would have been alright to slide and open up.
Yeah, true. Well, yeah, that would have given him margin.
Yeah.
And you rather be long than short.
Yeah.
Long, you can still play safe behind the 7.
Kind of put his eggs in all one basket. Good cue ball.
Yeah, nice. Very good safety.
And from that missed 8 ball from Sufi, that one just there, I think that was a go 3-0. Now it's 6-2 to Alban on the main table.
The mean machine knows how to take care of business.
He's lucky he just plays this tournament for fun, Alban.
Well, it clicks into gear somewhere. I think Boye said it in an interview or in a piece about Albin. he often has a shaky start, but the higher the stage, the bigger the match, the more natural his concentration and focus become. Boom. Ay, 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 ay.
Oh, that hurts.
Ay, ay, ay.
I was hoping we are going to see a bit of action, let it fly and see what happens, and that's just
Listen, this is the beauty of 9-ball kick shots. You can be in a super bad spot. One shot like that can change the match.
game changing.
That's harsh.
That hurts.
Well, cruising to a 7-1 lead. Would really be careless for Wu Kun Lin to make a mistake from here.
Is there a point in the match where you get so far ahead where you can get a little bit slack?
Of course.
Do you think we're going to see that?
No. Wu Kun Lin looks like a hungry young man. And I must say, Wang looks a little tired. He had bad luck on that kick shot. But the previous chance where he missed a long shot on the 6, he didn't look good
Yeah, not only that, the 6 as well when he hooked himself behind the 5.
as well. Yeah,
As
he
well,
doesn't.
yeah.
He doesn't look the same player.
Definitely a couple of errors.
7-1, and then I'll think back to Zielinski's comeback yesterday against Moritz Neuhausen. He was down 7-1. Clawed his way back to finish in style. Won a hill thriller. But that was heroic stuff. He put a lot of pressure on Neuhausen. Everything is possible, but Hoang, the Vietnamese, needs to get something going.
A couple of times he's got a little bit fortunate on his break in terms of getting a result and landing on that opening ball.
Nice, perfect. 2-ball. Bank.
That's the second time the 2 balls kind of land on that low right section of the table. Is it getting kicked or is it just no?
Yeah, it was wrecked below the 9. In other formats in the past, when the table broke soft, players would be able to know where the 2-ball would go from any position in the rack.
Game changer it was, wasn't it? In terms of trying to really put on a pack or something.
Yeah, well, boring. No game. My last World Championship tour in 2007, I lost 11-1. I had 1 visit. And Fayen after that lost 11-0. He had 1 visit. People were running like 4, 5, 6 tables.
Yeah, he's played the bank.
Yeah, but the cue ball more. He played the cue ball more with stun draw. The bank would probably have been easier.
It's a little bit tricky to go airborne on this one.
Yeah, I don't like it. I like if he can kick it 1 rail off of the left side and over the top, so bunting the 2-ball towards the 3rd diamond to the right of the 6, and otherwise towards the 4. One of the 2.
There's not much going his way.
The easiest route from the 2 to the 3, I think, is with right spin. Short lock, but then the risk is that he'll drop onto the lower short rail, which could be okay, but not with too much angle.
You can see that kind of excessive elbow drop in terms of that follow spin as well. A little bit more.
Excessive elbow drop. I'll tell him you said that.
Maybe.
No, I will.
Is he landed too low or he's alright?
Lowish. He can kill the ball. Maybe center ball with a little bit of right spin. He can float towards the second diamond on the long rail on the right. Oh, that's dangerous.
Thought it was a bit tricky. This is a must-take rack.
Duong Kwok Wang. Unexpected. Back to the table. You never know. Wu Kun Lin still needs 4 games.
This could be that creeping thing that you were saying before. You know, 7-2, 7-3, 8-4.
Well, from here, it's not even code red. Like if you're down 9-2, that's code red. This is code orange. Listen, without a good break and good results on the break, there's no way he's going to win this match. That's a fact. But that's not how you think as a player.
Yes.
Or how you can allow yourself to think. Only envision positive outcomes. You have to be a believer.
Well, let's see what this next break's got for him. Be nice if they open up nicely. You can have an opening shot. And maybe string a couple of packs together. A couple of racks would be nice. 7-3, 7-4.
7-3, 7-4, yes. I think it's energy is important for this man. It looked like he walked a little bit quicker around the table. That will give you energy. Or a sense of energy. Sometimes acting as if is enough. Wang. Let's go. Break like you mean it. Three balls. Four.
Couple just went in late there, didn't they?
I say go.
Have a crack.
Have a crack. He's in a good position. He can manipulate a lot, and I mean he can.
And then also the 3 is quite nice into the 5 as well.
Yeah, that's what he would play. But this looks like a safety stroke. Oh, well, you don't have to say sorry there because he's now in a trap. He's in a very difficult spot. It rains, it pours.
It's like he played a little bit of the cue ball as well, didn't he?
Yeah, and that's the reason why he missed the bank, I think. I don't know, James.
Are we banking again?
Difficult bank, traveling away from the 3 ball. I don't see the value. Okay. Well, it's not all. It's far from an automatic. This for Wu Kun Lin to get shape.
He's definitely got to swing this one twice across.
Yeah, but he can only swing twice across and land on the
Short side.
on the short side of the 3. And the 3 being as close to the long rail as it is, it'll be unwanted to pocket it.
Can he elevate a little bit and play low right like that?
Nah,
FSR shot? It's just too
Nah.
hard, isn't it?
It's too hard. Side pocket is huge.
Off on the right,
7
on the
is
right
huge.
long rail.
Yeah, okay. Well, very flat. He could play it very flat. Nice try.
Yeah, he tried to flat it with right, didn't he? Sort of
Yeah, but then I think the top spin made it arc a little bit.
into the first rail. Tricky. Try to get it behind this 9 ball.
Very thin, very soft. Difficult to do.
Good touch.
But he just did it.
Time to go airborne.
Time to go airborne. This is smart. Wang brings his jump cue just in case.
Be nice to get a little bit of result here or a make, you know. It's a very good touch on that safety. Because you're always going to leave that 3 exposed if you don't get it nice.
Well, the thing is, nice, beautiful
Gorgeous.
shot. Wu started the match good and hasn't been under any pressure, under any big pressure. He has just been playing his game. But that can still change.
Lovely jump shot. Time for a nice chop on the 7.
Shot. Yeah, beautiful. And a good shot on the 7. He's supposed to get out from here. Nice drawback.
Good stroke. Good positive stroke as well. Just probably caught it a hair thin into the pocket. Could be game on. Nice finish.
7-3. And the thing is, if you're the one making a comeback, you'll get the crowds behind you.
It's nice, isn't it?
Yeah, for you.
Not for the person in front.
Not for the person in front. Wu hasn't had any serious chair time in this match. No extended time.
And we got Niels leading 3-1 versus Mario. Niels is off to a little bit of a head start.
Yeah, Niels has been mentioned very little. And you always, or often you'll see that one, dark horse that's flying under the radar, that out of nowhere, he's the one going deep.
And also this gentleman as well. He's only trailing 6-4 to Albin.
What's the
Mohammed
shot?
Sufi. Time to do some banking. Bank this 4.
Double speed.
Maybe triple it. Yeah.
It's players like that are fun to watch.
They are,
like
aren't they?
A good shot maker with poor cue ball control. That's what you want to see. Like when I started playing in the early 90s, the dominant players in Europe were Ralph Souquet and Oliver Ordman. Yeah, and Oliver Ordman didn't have as good a cue ball control as Souquet.
Well, he's a little bit Oliver Ortman style, isn't he?
Yeah,
Kind of,
they call it the chicken wing.
yeah. I like chicken wings. They're tasty.
I tell him you said that.
Does the 2 pass the 6? It looks like it does.
Yeah.
Not an easy opening shot.
Especially not if he has to jack up and hit low on the cue ball.
Sounds like the crowd's backing Muhammad against Albin. This is nice, the underdog. It's not a very nice opening shot.
I don't think he can play this with topspin, roll it in, he would travel away. Yeah, here we are. Needs to elevate. Medium speed, one tip low, one tip right. He got lucky. Doesn't look the same player from before. And it's not said that it cannot come. It's also run of the balls. If you're in a bad spot, 7-3 down, not feeling it, to get a nice opener. He did not.
Doesn't look like it's on, is it?
It doesn't, no. Not.
He might be able to, maybe with running, he might be able to make it.
Or he's lining up.
Maybe it is. See, that's where he's aiming low, and he's because he looked like he's trying to draw it in, wasn't it? The way he was
Well,
lining it up.
It's difficult to tell. Listen, if this is the safety that he played, it's a hell of a shot. He just forgot to control the two ball. But it's exactly the kind of roll that Wang needs. Wait. Let's see what happens here.
Anything can happen. He'll be lashing at it.
And open.
And
Make the table a little easier.
Yeah, made the connection from the 7 to the 8. Bit nicer.
Yeah, this is good. Okay, this match is in the process of tilting.
Might be time to get a coffee.
Or actually, this match is in the process of becoming a match. That's it. Little back.
And even that little, just that little bit bringing the 8 ball down table towards the 7 just makes it a little bit easier.
Oh, yeah, a lot. So there's no worry from here. Just pull back and launch on all shots.
Is this a similar flow that he had in previous matches?
No. This is far from it.
Because I didn't see his speed of play or his, so I'm not too sure myself personally.
Now it sort of explains, or it could explain, I'm not sure, but when I did commentary on his matches, I was very impressed, and then I asked some people here if they knew him, and like 6 people said they had seen him play before, but it wasn't much special. And then one friend from Croatia, he texted me, he said, yeah, I watched him in Atlantic City, he's a great player.
Yeah.
So I'm saying what I think is that the difference between his A game and his C game is quite big.
Well, it's about time to find that A game.
Well, he's 7-4.
Just creeping up there.
The beginning of pressure on Wu Kun Lin. Action.
Looks like Albin has got a little bit of control back in that on the main table as well. And Nils is leading 3 racks to 2 against Mario, and Nils is at the table.
Well, Sufi did claw himself back in the match. as is Mr. Wang.
Time to get a nice result on the break.
Snap, withdraw.
Little thin. Just a little too thin.
Yeah, that's no good. That's no good. He needs a lot of spin on this shot. A little speed. Again, checking where he can land the cue ball for the 2. Just to get that picture in his brain. So he doesn't have to be afraid to overhit this ball. That's the thing with a cut shot like this. There's room. I think this is too much. It looks like too much, James.
Yeah, a little bit too much, but he might be able to just get enough out of it where he can kind of hit that third diamond.
Now, the harder he hits this, the less bite the side spin will have.
Yeah, he's got to kind of drag spin it.
I would think like pinch.
Yeah, like pinch stroke.
Pinch, like it helps to shorten up a little bit on the stroke, make it sharper, crisper, more acceleration.
Yeah, you really want to feel like it's arcing in a way. Tricky stroke.
Listen to the sound. Oh, good job. Good job.
Yeah, you probably could have hit it maybe even a hair softer. Still a good shot. Beautiful.
Yeah, well, he got to where he got now because of the thickness of the hit. Cheated the pocket. And cheating in this case is not a bad thing. It's a quality of a player to be able to hit it a little fatter to manipulate the cue ball.
Just needs to make sure he leaves himself a nice angle on this 6.
Yeah, he can roll this in right spin, go to center table. A little to the right of center table. Just about perfect here. This also the type of shot that you can allow yourself to hit it a little fat.
So you kind of favour the fat side a little bit in a way.
Yeah, never overcut. So you aim for the pocket with a margin to the undercut. All from Duong Quoc Wang's break. A dry break again. Easy action for Wu Kun Lin. Still has to make the balls. But it's so nice, you know, if you're getting positions, you're getting table time, many balls to pocket.
Yeah, he just hasn't had the break going at all. Not sure if he's even had a really good look besides that elevated 2 ball that he had. That he was trying to spear with stun that he rattled. Yeah. I think that's the only opening shot.
The only time he had a shot.
Yeah, he broke dry first rack, which created that that sort of 4-5 to nothing lead.
Yeah, then it's tough to stay in a positive frame of mind. It's tough being a believer if you're falling behind 8-4 without having anything near a decent break. Because it's not like he's breaking good without results. He's not hitting like he should. Good break by Fayen on table 3. He is making balls. He is getting shots. And he is in a position to go 5-2 against Mario He.
Rack number 13. Our current score is 8-4 in favor of Mr. Wu. Mr. Wu, to break.
Nice. Textbook.
Is his 7 going to cause a bit of an issue? That 7 wasn't there would be beautiful.
Yeah, 1 ball and cue ball are textbook. He will not attack the 2-7. Too difficult. Now the standard safety, the first thing that comes to mind is crossing the 2. The 2 goes long rail, and then to the middle of the short rail and bring the cue ball back up.
So twice across.
Twice across. That's like the standard route, and then you gotta feel as a player if it's on, if it's natural, do I need to manipulate? He's looking at the bank, but this doesn't bank. Well, he can try, but he needs to make sure that he banks it short.
Yeah, I do like the twice across. And he's trying to get in behind this 5 ball as well. Not too far away from it.
Good speed.
Got the 2 in a nice spot.
Yeah, I think that's, in this type of shot, it's almost more important or stronger to freeze the object ball than to freeze the cue ball.
Yeah, a bit similar to Dennis's shot in last match, that 7 ball, when he was trying to bounce it off the long rail and he didn't freeze it, which did cause a little issue.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Attention, please.
I wouldn't know. Trapped. Wang was trapped.
He was obviously trying to sort of maybe nick it towards the 3 and try and get the cue ball around table behind the 8.
Yeah, so actually he hit it too thin,
Yeah.
which is tough to do.
Extension, please.
Extension called, another 30 seconds for Wu Kunlin. Wants a little bit of angle on the 3 ball. Let's say 1 ball left of where the 2 balls now. Well,
Could be playing the 4 in the left pocket now.
yeah, he will need to force it now, but the good thing is, because he's so close at a nice distance, he'll be more comfortable striking this shot with speed.
So are we playing the 4 on the left or are we playing the combination?
Well, that's depends on the exact angle. Could be a difference of 4 millimeters.
How good's the kiss?
Guess what?
There's a bit of a twist.
A bit of a twist. None of the above. I think he tried to punch it out and get to the left side of the
Yeah, it looks
4.
like, yeah, it looks like he was trying to land for the combo.
No, twirl behind the 5. That's a nice shot. Very nice.
Very good execution there.
Life is good when you're winning. Everything comes easy.
What do we like here?
Well, the first thing to look at, as tough as this escape is, can he push the 5 into the 4 where he wouldn't leave a combination? But that's difficult. Right? An intentional foul.
Foul.
It was never easy.
Was never easy. And maybe with more time he would have been able to prepare a little bit better. He's made some nice kick shots. I expect there's a little bit of three cushion in Wang's game, as much three cushion as they play in Korea, in Vietnam. With a little more right spin, it would have been nicer on the 5.
Yeah, he would have been a bit flatter on it.
Yeah, don't foresee any problems. He shouldn't have any problems. I'm just saying. Falling short.
Yeah, he definitely tried to land for the side pocket then.
Yeah. You can tell Wang has the finish line in sight. Playing in a different rhythm. He's trying to make sure, but therefore he's losing touch. Repairing his position, he's good again.
You like to play this one twice across?
This is twice, yeah. If you play one, you'll be too far off of the 8 ball.
And you can land too flat as well.
If you lose it, yeah. Again, hitting it a little fat into the long rail.
Should be all good for 9-4.
It's cruising. It's becoming hard to believe Wang could make a comeback here. Also, for how good Boon Koon Lin is playing.
Yeah, it didn't go quite smoothly in that one, did it?
No, a couple of them hit the rail going in.
Probably didn't even have to power it that much, but...
It's not a jury sport.
And it's all done now.
2 more needed for Boon Koon Lin to go through to tomorrow, last day of the World Championships in Kielce. You would be playing Ocean or Sufi. 8-5 in favor of Ocean at this moment. Ball in hand for Sufi. The fighting Syrian staying in the game.
Yeah, Niels is looking just sneaking along at 5-2 ahead against Mario.
Yeah,
Got it
bank now. He's favored to make this bank. Hung it up. Big chance for he. So Niels is wearing the shirt that he's wearing. It's a symbol, that bird on the back. It's the symbol of The Hague. And I'm from The Hague as well, so
Yeah.
there's one ready for me in The Hague. How's the bird called in English that brings the babies?
The bird that brings the babies.
Yeah?
Midwife or bird that brings the babies? What are you talking about?
No, not the bird or woman, a bird. Like
Oh, I
in
was thinking-
cartoons, there's this big
um,
bird that brings babies.
I was thinking bird as a female.
Of course you do. I know how you roll, but
Well, my pool's finished, so...
a stork.
Oh.
So the bird on Niels' back is a stork.
A stork.
James, not a bird, bird.
I got a bit colluded then.
Twice across, center table is good enough.
So just confirming, not a female.
Yeah, lovely layout, space to maneuver the cue ball. A little more time per ball, maybe 2 seconds slower per shot. Wants to make sure. And one could think, yeah, but try and play the same rhythm all the time on all the shots. But the closing stages of a big match, that's a little bit different. Many things go through your head. Unwantingly, you'll start to think about the semifinals, messages from France, all that stuff. Context.
Probably wanted to be a little fuller on this one.
Yeah,
He's got to kind of twist it in a little bit.
drag it with left. He can get to where he's now, even to the right of that. There's room.
Mm.
Room is important. Opposed to, for example, when you play 8-ball, there's little room. And that makes all those shots so nervy. So technically you need to do less in 8-ball, but there's not a lot of room.
And that's right.
That makes that game so tough under pressure.
Nice. Looks like it's time to get on the hill.
Just about 3 more shots. He's clinical. He has been clinical. He ran away. He ran away 5 racks in a row.
Definitely ran away early, that's for sure. Took full advantage of that dry break from that from the first rack. A little too much.
Yeah, but he's very hard on himself now.
He is,
wants
isn't he? Yeah.
everything to be perfect. He's playing careful, maybe a little too careful, although.
He's completely fine to draw over to the long rail here.
Yeah, he can still draw and come underneath the side pocket on the left. And the cut would be good enough.
He's definitely hard on himself.
Don't try to do too much. With more speed, it bites less and you lose the cue ball.
You want to feel that arc, that little bit of draw arc.
Can you get that?
Or maybe above the side.
Nice.
Nice stroke. It looked worse from that angle, didn't it? It looked a bit more sharper.
Yeah, actually, yeah. Then, yeah, from the overhead camera,
Yeah.
I thought, maybe he can't get there.
Yeah, it looked a lot more sharper. Ten to 4.
On the hill, Wu Kun Lin needs one more. The player from Taiwan. One more to be the first player through to the semifinals.
And that match on the main table is getting a little bit juicy now. Mohammed Sufi's got a reasonable layout to get to from 8-6 to 8-7.
Yeah, but the thing with a player like Mohammed Sufi, his cue ball control
Is a little dicey.
is suboptimal.
Suboptimal.
And that's a euphemism. It's suboptimal, meaning he can lose shape at any time, but he's also a great shot maker. It's fun to watch him. He has come with some great shots.
Mm.
What was the match be? Oh, he played Budkowski. We watched that.
Yeah, the double hill.
Double hill. Oh my God. He made 4 or 5 great shots to save the day.
Well, he's actually probably a little bit flat on that main table now. Might be able to slide over still.
Yep, lost shape.
Hmm. I know what you mean now. I haven't seen much of him play.
Rack number 15. Our current score is 10 to 4 in favor of Mr. Wu. Mr. Wu to
And Niels
break.
has gone from
on the hill.
5-2 to only 5-4, a lead on table 3. Is it going to hug the rail? He's going to hug. Wowza.
Oh, the people that are not watching table 1. He did it again, Sufi. Last position, played a double straight back on the 8.
That was a triple.
1, 2. No. Double.
Double.
And another bank on the 9. Makes it, makes it, makes it.
I might have to leave you and go watch.
8,
No.
7.
And
2
this,
balls down.
this break's landed plumb.
This smells like jackpot. Wu Kun Lin. Just hold it together for a little bit. Ooh, nicely done. I would have been very tempted to run into the 7. Didn't look like he could do that.
I'm looking ahead here, but would you like to land on the left long rail for the 5 ball to swing it around underneath the 7? Or are you looking to land more mid-table and draw down for the 6? For the 5? What do you,
Mid-table.
mid-table?
Yeah, it's close enough to the pocket, the 5, and far enough off the long rail. Yeah, it'll make it easy to get on the right side of the 6 off of the 5. You understand? There's a lot of margin.
Could even play twice across on the 5 in reality, near the right middle.
Twice. Oh yeah, come across. And also that 7 is close, so you don't have to close to the pocket, so you don't need to be perfect on the 6.
Yeah. And he's got a good shape now to get there.
We haven't seen this a lot this week. Runaway 9 ball. Especially not the last 2 days. But this is one. And a good one by Woo Kun Lin. Shot.
He has played quite well.
Quite well. He ran away. Dry break, 5 wrecks. Come on.
I was just trying to make it a little bit, something you can...
A little bit subdued.
Yeah. He's played lovely. So he plays the winner of the Albans match, correct?
I've checked it like 25 times.
That's
and
all right. Once more, won't it?
once more, yes, he is. And Fayen or Mario He will play the winner of Junlin Chang and Francisco Sanchez Ruiz. That's it.
What a
It's
lovely match.
curtains for Duong Kwok Wang. Congratulations,
Well done.
Wang. He played a great tournament. He eliminated Shane Van Boning, but in this match, a runaway set of 9 ball by Woo Kun Lin.
What a lovely
He wins
start.
11-4,
Nice play.
all thanks to that platform running away, winning 5 wrecks on the spin. So exit Wang, Woo Kun Lin, first one to go through to the semifinals. James Georgiadis and Alex Lely, we're done, we're out. We're closing table 2. Have fun watching the action. We're gonna watch it from the bleachers.
Paragon pool table. Diamond tables are designed and manufactured from the highest quality, sustainable hardwoods, utilizing world-renowned designs. Diamond tables are unparalleled for playability and durability. After all, they are designed by players for players.
This championship is being played with the new Aramith tournament set. Featuring a unique molecular structure, it guarantees razor-sharp precision and unsurpassed longevity. Unquestionably the best pool balls in the world, this set is available in a TV and a value pack version, as well as in the new My Aramith Ranger of Ball and cue cases. Now you can bring and play with the best ball set everywhere you go. My Aramith, bringing new dimensions to your billiards experience.